I am shooting back-to-back videos, so don't mind me. I'm actually going to go to my notes on my phone because I want to type in, you know, like 10 tips to grow long locks this summer, right? As I'm talking to you guys, I'm doing this video off the cuff, so I'm going to just go ahead and put the tips in my phone so I'm able to either pop them up on the screen as I'm talking about them, or I'll put them in the description box. So if you look in the description box of the video, you'll be able to see the 10 things that I mentioned in the event you feel like you gotta go and you don't want to watch the full video, or you just need the tips. But if you're able to listen and watch the video, great, because I feel like sometimes you can take a little bit of, like, instead of just reading a word, at least you're able to hear a little perspective. So make sure you smash the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, and if you've already subscribed, thanks for coming back. And let's get into this video. So no particular order am I telling you the tips that I would take, or that I do take, to grow long hair that you should take for the summer. The first thing I'm going to say is a routine. You guys know up and down I talk about a routine. I'm not going to shut up about a routine, because a routine is a routine, and a routine is a routine. Okay, so I know a lot of people think that a routine has to be extensive. It has to be so many steps to be considered a routine, but a routine can be very simple. And you guys hear me repeat myself a lot, because it's almost like when you're in the classroom with the teacher and she keeps repeating the same material. It's because she's trying to hint at you that that's going to be on the final exam, or it's going to be on the test. That's why she keep repeating it. So it's almost a thing of like, I keep repeating certain tips because that is literally like your rule book, your guidebook that's going to help you grow long hair. Doesn't matter who you are. And I'm just letting you know these tips that I use are real life tips, like, that really work. They work for me with locks. They work for me with no locks. When I had loose natural hair, they work. So the first thing is a routine. Like I said, establish a routine. Your routine can literally be, I'm going to wash my hair once a week, oil my hair once a month, and moisturize my hair twice a week. Whatever you want your routine to be that works for you, establish it and use it. That is something that is going to take you very far this summer if you can establish. If you can establish a routine, you have something to look for. And if you're giving your hair every single thing that it needs, i.e. water, i.e. moisture, i.e. you know, cleanly, like keeping your scalp clean, your hair is going to not only thank you, but it's also going to show you results. Oftentimes we want results, but we don't want to have to put in the work. We don't want to put the action behind the request. And you have to put the action behind the request. You have to do it in order to get results. So the very, very, very first thing I'm saying is establish a routine. If you're a locked babe, you're not a locked babe, you're a locked man, you're not a locked man, and you want to see results within your hair, I would definitely say establish a routine. Do whatever, you know what I mean, is going to work for you. But I would say, if you want to start seeing results immediately, if I were you, I'd grab a pen, a pencil, a phone, a notepad, whatever you want to grab, sis. Grab the kids' toys with the little, grab a coloring book and write on the side. I don't care what you do. Write out your routine, or figure out what your routine is. You don't have to write it out, but if you don't have a routine, I would advise that you write it out. Maybe you'll forget your steps to your routine, or maybe it'll just help you remember the things that you need. But I would definitely say hydration is key. Making sure that your hair is moisturized, like I'm saying, key. Making sure your hair is clean, key. Making sure that your body is literally absorbing healthy foods, not even just fruit, foods, and being nourished, and also being hydrated through water. Establish the routine. I cannot express it enough. Anytime I'm talking to somebody and they're just like, I'm trying to grow my hair, I'm trying to do da 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 da, but my hair is not growing, or da 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 da, but this is not happening, I'm like, so what's your routine? Oh, I don't have one. You don't think that that's part of the reason as to why you're not getting the results? how can you expect yourself to be consistent and disciplined in something that you're doing if you don't even have a routine of doing it? That's why you guys hear me mention a lot of times schedule blocking. I schedule block my day. So you guys see me make a lot of YouTube videos and you probably think like, dang, like what is YouTube all you're doing all day? The truth is, if you schedule block your routine, schedule block your day, you will be able to incorporate every single thing that you need to incorporate in one day's time because you've schedule blocked it. So from the time I wake up, so say I wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, right? If I establish my routine to be from 5 to 6, go take breaks out to go to the bathroom. From 6 to 7, make you a beverage, whether it's water or it's I normally don't drink coffee that early, but whatever. Sit down, write out your affirmations, read some of your book, You can either do that in the form of a bath, take a bath and read your book and write your affirmations and stuff out. Or you could just take a solid hour to be like from 7 to 8, I'm gonna write all this stuff out. And from 8 to 9, I'm gonna read a book. By the time 9 o'clock comes, people are just getting to work. You've already been up 4 or 5 hours. So I'm already always ahead of the typical work day because I wake up early anyway. So if I'm up and I've already done that, then it's like, okay, from these hours, okay, you're gonna be vlogging all day, you're gonna make a hair video at this time. If you incorporate everything that you need to do, that you desire to do, that you have going on, you will find that it is obtainable and you're able to be consistent and you're able to be disciplined. Why? Because it's built into your scheduled routine. Whatever that routine looks like for you, I don't know, but the routine is key. So definitely have a routine. If you don't take anything from this video, just take the part about the routine. So let's move on to the next thing that I would say outside of the routine to grow long, healthy hair this summer. Drink your water, okay? And I'm gonna add drink your water, mind your business, you know, the usual, your business. Take your vitamins. I'm gonna say take your supplements because your supplements can include your vitamins, your probiotics, your all of that. So drink your water, mind your business, take your vitamins, okay? And eat healthy. You don't have to be vegan to eat healthy. If you eat meat, that's fine, no judgment zone. However, make sure you're incorporating healthy stuff. Like today, it's so crazy when you eat healthy, how your body literally craves healthy. I'm out and about today. Mind you, I had the vegan taco wrap thing today that I told y'all about. It was good. But then fast forward later on in the evening, I get hungry. And my body is like, bro, you need a salad. Literally went to go get a salad. And the salad was so filling. It was so good. But it's just a simple fact that my body was craving a salad. And that's what happens. My body be craving vegetables and fruits and salads and stuff like that because my body is not only used to it, but it is craving to be nourished, and not just like nourished with some crap, but nourished with good things. So by me having healthy foods and me drinking lots of water and me taking my supplements, minding my business, all that stuff constitutes to growing my hair. Those first 2 tips that I just gave y'all for the summer to grow your hair is literally 2 tips that if you took nothing out of the 10 tips I'm about to give, you're going to get crazy results. The third thing I would say is rinse your hair as often as you can. Rinse your hair as often as you can. Your hair likes to be watered. It's a garden. Water it. It'll grow, okay? It's summertime. It's going to be hot outside. This is the time where you truly, truly can rock your hair and rinse it as often as you need. Wintertime, you can't do that. You don't have the option, or you're gonna get sick because you can get pneumonia, bronchitis, any of those things from walking outside with wet hair or just trying to go to bed with wet hair. So during the summer, take advantage of that. If you wake up in the morning, wash your hair. If you know you got an hour to spare before you have to leave the house, wash your hair, let it air dry. If you're a blow dry person, blow dry, but I'm not a, you know, I don't be putting the heat on my hair, so I don't blow dry, I air dry. But it's hot enough to where the sun's gonna go ahead and dry it for you. So I would definitely say rinse your hair as often as you need. The fourth thing I would say is low manipulation. So don't be manipulating your hair too much. And what I mean by low manipulation is you don't have to be styling your hair every 3 seconds, okay? You don't have to be braid out today, 2 days later, oh, I gotta do bantu knots. 4 days later, oh, I'm about to do this pretty bun where I'm gonna pull all my edges in and put it up in it. You don't have to do all that. Like, it's nice to have nice styles, but you don't always have to put the tension like on your hair. Low manipulation is key. That avoids tension problems, but also that allows your hair to grow when you are styling it and just leaving it. So when I had those braids in, I wasn't doing anything in my hair. If anything, I could have added like oil, moisturizer, that's it. And then when I took them out, even now, I don't need to do anything because this is a style in itself. So low manipulation is key. The next thing that I would say, tips to grow long hair this summer. It kind of goes in the category of the rinse your hair, but I'm gonna put it as a separate tip. Is keep a clean scalp. That's what I'm gonna say. Keep a clean scalp, because a lot of times your scalp is a reflection. Like if you're not washing your hair, you're not cleansing your hair, you're not doing the things that you need to do, then your hair is not going to be able to benefit from it. And who's going to be upset that they're not getting results? You. So if I'm clogging my pores constantly with all this junk in my hair and I'm never taking the time to wash it on a routine basis, then I'm probably going to be having clogged pores. Clogged pores are not only on your face, they're not only on your body, like your skin. Your pores are also in like on your scalp. You know what I mean? You have like pores here. So you want to make sure that you're keeping it clog free. You don't want your pores to be clogged up, and don't be looking at me if your pores clogged up, because I'm trying to tell you, just keep a clean scalp. The next thing that I would say is oils, okay? Now, as a black woman, as black people, we naturally produce oils anyway. So we are already going to have our supply of natural oils. However, comma, you still can buy other oils to add to your hair for other benefits. Like, yes, we have our naturally producing oils, you know, thanks to the glands and thanks to the makeup of who I am and who we are. But I'm gonna say have your oil collection / moisturizing collection. Now I am gonna tell you what I use often. Now I do have an array of oils. I use only one moisturizer typically. So let me tell you what they are, just in case you're interested in using what I use. So I like to use Mael Organics avocado hair milk. I've been using it for years, since I was a loose natural. Like I told you guys before, I used to use that product line when I was a loose natural back then, like the entire line. But as a locked babe, the only real product that I've carried through to this journey was the avocado hair milk. I did use the shampoo at one point, but it's not something that I constantly buy. But the avocado hair milk, that's in rotation, baby, because that is a good moisturizer for my locks. As far as oils, I have like a good amount of oils, but I'm just gonna give you a top 3 that I think are really good. One is wild growth oil. The smell, it gets to me all the time. It's very strong, and it sometimes makes my hair itch, but it has so many other oils in it, so many beneficial things in it, that's just like a one-stop shop. And I get the white one with the green lettering. I know they have a yellow bottle with green or red lettering, but I get the white one with green lettering, and it has gold on it as well. Tropical Roots is another one. That's like got guava and pineapple and some other benefits in there. And then black castor oil. Those 3 are like, they do thickness, they help with growth, they help with a lot of things. And I love the fact that they all have a good amount of like components in those ingredient lists, so you're getting extra benefits. And like I said, yes, I do use other oils. I'm not knocking any of them by not mentioning them, but those are the top 3 that are going to definitely really help you with that thickness and that growth that I use. The other ones, beneficial as well, such as coconut oil, avocado oil. Yeah, so a lot of them oils are very beneficial. And I can go on and on and on about other beneficial oils, but those are going to be the top 3. Top 3 oils, and that's the only moisturizer that I'm recommending because I haven't been using anything else. I've just been using that. So another thing that I would say to grow long hair this summer, y'all hear me say this stuff all the time, but satin everything, okay? And when I say satin everything, we are referring to pillowcase, we are referring to headscarf, we are also referring to bonnet. Those 3 things are definitely 3 things that I would recommend. Silk or satin, make sure that it's, you know, that. Because as I've mentioned in many videos, whenever you're using cotton, pillowcases, cotton headscarves, I haven't really seen cotton bonnets, but cotton bonnet, you are literally taking all of the moisture that you put into your hair and you are basically essentially letting the cotton soak it up. So when you're wondering why your hair is always dry and you know that you just doused it with a lot of moisture, check what you're sleeping on, because a lot of times it's just that cotton is taking up, the cotton is taking up all of the moisture. Hold on, let me fill this back up. So that's, I've given you guys 7 things so far. Let's go with number 8. The 8th tip for growing long locks this summer, I would say no bleach. Y'all know I know y'all think that I have a hatred toward the color, I have the hatred toward bleach and coloring hair. I wouldn't call it a hatred, I would just say I'm cognizant. Color is pretty, it is. But if you're planning to get in a pool, you're going to the beach, you're doing all these things, first of all, the chlorine is going to potentially strip your beautiful color anyway if you bleached your hair. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you have to fight harder to sit here and keep your hair moisturized when it's going through so much. Like, your hair is basically going through shock every time you sit there and bleach it, because it is such a harsh thing. Yes, color can be pretty. Yes, your hair may not look damaged or whatever, but the truth of the matter is, when you bleach your hair, there's a lot that has to go behind the scenes as far as moisturizing. You have to be on top of it. Somebody who doesn't bleach their hair, they literally, you know, they can afford to miss out on some moisturizing days and not really, you know, have repercussions. But somebody who has bleached hair, who's missing out on their moisturizing routines, now you're up for hair potentially becoming brittle, breaking off, and all of this stuff. So I don't hate bleach. I don't hate coloring your hair. I just know that you'll take a lot of time trying to repair the damage than being able to appreciate the growth. And sometimes it's just not worth it, especially if you're coloring it and you're not even in a place where you know you want your hair to be colored. Like, it's just a temporary thing. So you're making a temporary decision for a long-term permanent like damage. It's not worth it. So if you're gonna bleach your hair, like I said, do your thing, you're grown, but maybe not the summer, especially if you're planning on going to the pool. Maybe do it in the fall, do it in the winter time, spring. Just don't do it in the summer. It's already gonna be hot. The sun's gonna be trying to burn your ends and fry your hair, and do what you want, but these are my tips, okay? The 9th thing that I would say, what's another thing that I would say? Because I have 2 more things. The 9th thing that I would say this summer for you to grow long locks Protective style. It kind of goes back up to everything I said with the low maintenance, but, or low manipulation, I said. If you protect the side of your hair, like you're doing braid outs all the time, or you're doing bantu knots, or I don't know, just keeping your hair up in a bun every day, I feel like that would help not only your ends to be able to be protected, but it can help your hair as well. So there's a lot of days where I do half ponytail up, half down, or bun, or I wear my hair straight down. And a lot of times when I'm doing the half up, half down, it's really good to keep the moisturizing components off of my face, because if you're moisturizing your hair, oiling your hair, doing all these things, it's so easy for that to like get on your face, and then if you're trying to fight a breakout, it's going to be causing a further breakout, and it just gets annoying. So I would say protective style if you want to experience growth, but also protective style and also just frees you up, girls. So figure out, like, if you did protective style, what few styles would you do? A lot of times I like to do braid outs because I can rock the braid out style. Then by the time, like for example, I can wear, when I just have my hair braided, I can wear those braids for like a week. Then I can take the braids out and wear my hair like this for a week. Then as the week goes on, my locks are going to get straight because the curls are going to fall out. I can wear my hair straight for a week. So if I wanted to go 3 weeks no wash because I'm coming out of a style, I can do that. And because I keep my hair so healthy and I'm always in a routine, it's not going to hurt me like it would hurt somebody who doesn't have a routine to go 3 weeks without a wash. And a lot of times if I go that long without a wash, is because of what I just said. I'm able to get 3 styles. So during the week, I'll just a lot of times just be adding oil or moisturizing my hair or whatever throughout those weeks, so I can still be getting benefits even though I'm not washing it per se. The 10th tip that I would say to grow long hair this summer is to set the goals. Set the goals for what it is that you want to accomplish. You will accomplish it. That's the 10th thing. You will accomplish it, but you can't, I'm gonna screenshot it just so I can potentially, you know, I might, you know what, I'm gonna go through and make sure that my grammar is a little corrected, because I think I might actually insert it on the screen throughout the video. That way you guys can constantly well, no, I don't know, I'm just going to probably put this in the bio or something like that, because I don't want to go through and have to put all the tips throughout the video because it's going to take too long. So I'm going to put it in the description bar, and I think I'm also going to add it to the end of this video. So if you want to go ahead and get ready to take a screenshot of my tips, I probably will go ahead and just add a little on the screen so y'all can see the 10 tips. But yeah, the secret is not a secret to growing long hair. It's literally like in your routine. I love to say the quote, the person you are versus the person you're becoming is found in your daily routine. It's found in your consistency, it's found in your discipline, it's found in all that. So if that can be applied to us as individuals, imagine how that can be applied to your routine when it comes to your hair, when it comes to different components of your life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up, because I literally just stood right there and came up with 10 tips off the cuff that y'all have heard a million times throughout my videos, just put together in one. And I'm telling you, those are the tips for the summer. If you're tired of hearing me talking about it, then baby, that means you need to have these tips down packed, okay? This right here is basically your hair Bible, okay? I'm trying to give you the recipe, the roadmap. I mean, this hair is not this long for nothing. I've come with the pictures. I've come, excuse me, because I've come with the dates, the timelines, the pictures, the rah from day 1 until now. Y'all know that the results are real. It's one thing for me to just get up and be like, hey guys, welcome to my channel, I'm Curly to Victoria, this is and this be like the first time y'all have ever seen me, and I'm just going straight off of my length. It's another thing when the start of those locks, day one up until now, has been documented. You can find it on my YouTube channel, and I periodically show you pictures and little snippets of videos and things like that to show you that I'm not just running my mouth about these tips, that I'm actually showing you how these tips actually worked for me and how I use them on a regular. Me personally, I don't like when somebody's like, oh, well, let me tell you what the recipe is, let me tell you what the tips are, and it's like, okay, you're giving these tips, but how you gonna give me them hair tips? Where are the results? Like, goofy. Don't tell me in order to grow my hair down my back I have to drink water, and you never drink water. Like, at least. So I'm glad that I personally have been documenting my locks since I started them almost 3 years ago, and you guys are able to look back and see how much my hair has grown, and you're able to see literally like what I'm doing. So like I said, I normally do color my hair black, jet black, but it's not bleach. It's just like box dye by the brand Dark and Lovely. My favorite, like, that's my favorite hair dye brand. I've been using them for years. Not 4 years, but for years, like multiple years. And I've never had a problem. Never had a problem with the turnout or anything. Like, it's always been really good for me. So I would definitely encourage you guys to figure out what you need to do to grow long hair. And if you're not locked and you're watching my video, my tips can apply even if you're not locked. But for my locked girlies and my locked guys, these are definite tips that really do help with lock growth. So I'll see you beautiful babes in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and later.